Okay, real quick, we're going to run through on how to make a history graph. Typically, you're going to be, at this floor plan screen, but for some reason, if you're not at this screen, and it looks like this, you can always go up here to the top title bar and click on graphics view and then floor plan. That takes you back over here. So we're going to quickly just go on over here to the freezers. Here's your readings, of course. We'll select which reading you want history report on. We're going to go ahead and click on freezer 3. Go to history, okay, and then it has freezer 3. We're going to go ahead and put in a starting and ending date, right? Start date June 12th. Start time 12 a.m. End date June 13th. End time 11:59 p.m. Alright, once we have all those in there, we're going to go ahead and hit generate graph. Okay, and here's your graph. One thing that I do before I produce the graph is I go ahead and zoom in to improve the resolution of the graph. And the way that you can zoom in on this, you see right now it's showing -72 to -80, but I want it to be closer than that. So I'm going to go here to the bottom left corner of the graph as far as it'll go, right? And I'm going to put the line up to -70, and I'm going to click once, right? Okay, so that's going to put a line here at the bottom. I'm going to go to the far right hand corner, and I'm going to do the top range to be, like -77. So I'll click here. So right there, that just made a box, right? So once I do that, I'm going to go and click zoom in, and now you see the resolution improved greatly. So once I have this graph like I like it, I'm going to hit print. And then we're going to go up here to this window and select Microsoft Print to PDF. Okay, and then we're going to click OK, and then we'll go ahead and name it, FR3 613. And then I'm going to go ahead and save it to the desktop. What I would suggest you guys do is just throw a USB memory stick in that BAS, since it's right there in front of you, and save the history file to your USB stick, and then take it and do whatever you want to do with it. Ideally, it'd be better to get a network folder mapped out on that PC so that you can save it directly to your network, but we'll get that later. There's a second way to produce a history graph, which I wanted to run through real quick. If you wanted the raw data and you wanted to produce that, the way that you would do that is you would go up here to reports, and so you see how the top title bar is not in white, so that means I can't click on it. But if you hit escape, now that it's in white, you can click on it. So I'm going to go to click reports. I'm going to go to history report, okay, and then I'm going to go through all these data points until I find the data point that I want to pull the history from, and that's going to be freezer 3. Then I'll hit escape once, hit escape twice. Now you'll see it's just like the previous time when we did this. We're going to do freezer 3. It's already got the dates in there we want. I like to do hide alarms and troubles, hide priorities, and hide duplicates. The hide duplicates is just so, say for over the last hour, the reading in that freezer, every time it took a reading, it was, -77.2. Well, if the next 5 readings were exactly that, -77.2, it's going to not include the next 5 readings. It's just going to include, it's only going to include the next reading if the reading is different. So that reduces multiple readings. Hopefully that makes sense. But now when you hit generate report, you'll see you have the raw data here, exactly when these samples were taken, and it looks like there's 3 pages to this. You can choose how you want to export that data, and you can go up here to where it says export. Looks like a little envelope with an arrow. You can do PDF, right? So you can save it as a PDF, or you can save it as a CSV file, and that would allow you to import this data into Excel and use those numbers however you want to do them. Of course, just like the other stuff, you click OK once you got it to where you want to save it. Same number of formats as in report, same dates format as report. I go ahead and check these two boxes. Click OK. All right, so now we'll just put FR3 raw for raw data, and now that's going to be saved to the desktop. And that's it. You can just hit escape to get back to your regular graphics view, and that's how you produce a history report for any data in the system. Hope that helps.